Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stomped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, it is day 2 of the grandest party of them all, season 39, and in today's video, we're using the big dog bird, Marcus Mars. Now, this rule set, honestly, it's ridiculously stacked. Like, Egghead Arc is just so heavily represented over the last, like, I don't know, 3 months with all of the Super Sugos. You literally have all of the elders that you can use as leaders, namely Mars. Ethan is a pretty good leader. Peter's not bad, so you can definitely use them. But then you also have Quick Luffy who's a demon. You have Kizaru who's an absolute machine. And even Luffy Zoro Sanji is so disgusting. The big three being Kizaru, Luffy, Quick Luffy, and then Luffy Zoro Sanji. Those three are probably the best GP leaders in the game. And then having access to them, it just makes life so much easier. On top of that, Dex and Psy characters get a bunch of buffs. So again, Kizaru just eating good. Slasher, Strikers, Cerebral also get buffs, and then everyone gets the buff if you have the Egghead tag. So today, like I said, we're using Mars. I'll probably use, obviously, Kizaru and Luffy. I did put out a playthrough video, like not playthrough, like a test video, because I do think they're going to be the best leaders this season. Kizaru is literally a cheat code. Like, if you have Kizaru, just use Kizaru. Like, put it your best team first, let them go to work, and then just use the burst to win the second fight. It's basically free. Quick Luffy, obviously, is an absolute demon as well. Then Luffy Zoro Sanji, if you have investments, they hit really, really hard. But Mars, he's a very interesting character. He's a lot of fun to use. So today, we're going to use him. And then I do need one more. So let me know in the comment section below who you guys want to see. We have stuff like, obviously, like Egghead Sabo, the New Year's character. He's from the Egghead arc. Animal Kingdom Pirates are boosted too, so we could run, like, verse Kaido if you really want to see something like that. But let me know in the comment section below. Today it's Mars. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff, and even change the leader at the end of the day. Like I showed it in yesterday's video with Luffy Zoro Sanji. Just change the leader at the end. Make sure people are getting the wins. It does help everyone out. With that said, let's dive in. Alright, stereotypically, I wouldn't take on something like Quick Luffy, but look, for the sake of the video, let's make some interesting content, and let's take on some of the bigger hitters. We obviously have a bunch of retries and refreshes, so if we lose, we can dive into just a bit of an easier fight and sort of just skip our way through. But I did manage to 150 Boa in the last anniversary exclusive when I got absolutely railed on Big Mom and Kaido. So the Quick team, it's just doing absolute wonderful work. We don't have a lot of strikers, we don't have a lot of slashers on the team. Obviously, they're not Psy and they're not Dex, but like they can definitely still put in work. The upside to Mars is he's pretty easy to get his burst charge. He does a good 6,000 damage to everyone. He does even more damage to striker and powerhouse characters. And as you can see with this enemy strength team, there are a lot of powerhouse characters in the mix here as well. So we can do some pretty fun stuff. Do you have a bunch of shooters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shooters. Yeah, okay. So you're getting nerfed by a snake. Okay, beautiful. Upside to taking on strength with this Quick team as well is like there are a lot of shooters over here on that strength team, so we can do some pretty nice work with our snake there. See how much damage Boa's got in her. Very nice. Okay, unfortunately, we're gonna have to deal with the burst here. Do we have our burst charge from this? I don't think we will. Luffy's gonna go absolutely ballistic here. The downside to killing Mars, oh, he's special bound. That sucks to suck. The downside to killing Mars is that you have to deal with that, and like, it can be very problematic. So just be very careful when you're taking on stuff like shooters and Mars and stuff like that as well. So I do have Mars over on my shooter team because I believe I'm using strength as well. I don't stereotypically like to use, okay, that was a big shot. I don't stereotypically like to use, Luffy's just going to kill everyone here though. I prefer to use something like the Quick side team as my second fight. That way I can kind of just guarantee the win there, but at the same time, like, it's really not that big of a deal. Because we have 3 pretty stacked teams, and that's what the upside to Mars has, is that he has like the 3 best teams in the game at his disposal, being that Quick powerhousey team that you guys saw in the first slot. We have strength, and then we also have shooters. For this particular build, like, this is more of a fun build for me. I just really enjoy using Lucci. So realistically, this is not the best strength team going around. But like I said, I really love using Lucci, man. I think he's so much fun. Plus, he gets a lot of like good buffs under Mars, being a war government character, and you can build out with like using stuff like Kobe getting the haste ability, him being a Navy character. Okay, yeah, that's very nice. This in team is basically all powerhouse, so like that extra damage from Mars there, which is so perfect, and obviously we got a lot of cooldown charge as well. Uta's ready to go, very nice, and then like this is just gonna be right. We can basically just like burst lock him at this point. Blackbeard's not even ready. Lucci's just going to hit really hard. Thank you very much. Luffy does a bit of a wrap-up. We are going to take a shot here from Luffy from, like, that burst. So, let's see how we go tanking-wise. Strength team, we have 19 defense. Remember, Luffy's shot doesn't bypass defense, as far as I remember correctly. However, I do think he does more damage to strength. Does he do that extra shot to strength? No, it doesn't. Okay, this Luffy's strong. 11k is a lot of damage. Okay, that was not ideal. That S-Hulk shot was like running the in bench. Bruh, come on. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? Oh, Smoker puts up mischance, which is so annoying. I believe to get Mars off too, we need to just do some debuffing. Okay, let's do this. Then that's game. Beautiful stuff. Very nice. Say goodbye to the powerhouse characters, and then we basically just lock him in at this particular point. Even if we take another burst here, like, I can't see S-Hawk being the solo factor for this particular win. He doesn't have a special. Let's just do this, and that is a wrap. First fight in the bag. Oh, we did take a burst. S-Hawk almost just clutched it. That's crazy. But no, we'll take the dub. We'll take that dub. Thank you very much. Very weird them running like that in team. That's crazy. All right, so again, something I wouldn't stereotypically do is take on something like Kizaru, nor would I take on something like Quick Luffy if I had the option to. But like, this is still very early in Grand Party, and I do like taking on some of these bigger leaders and having some interesting fights. Now, Kizaru, as I mentioned, he's a bit of a cheat code. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, if you have Kizaru and you have like a very good, say, side team first that has like Garp, put Kizaru on it just for like the death shots. Because the thing about Kizaru is he only needs to do 24,000 damage, and then you get his burst ready to go. And his burst basically just locks your enemy into doing absolutely anything. Like, so 16 cooldown on Luffy or Sanji, bro. Like, that's crazy. The ability to just lock and stop your opponent from doing literally anything is so damn crazy. And if you have Garp on the team, if you end up getting rolled for whatever reason, oh, that's not ideal. Is Ethan ready to go? Ethan's almost ready. The one of law strats is actually like coming in clutch because we have a lot of powerhouse. We have a lot of oof, this is gonna hurt. See, like now, look, he's literally just got his burst ready to go. And at this point, if I wasn't versing an AI, I've lost. Like, there's no world where I win. Do we get no haste? Let's do this. I don't think there is any powerhouse or striker character. I mean, Nami's a striker. Okay, and obviously, old mate, what's his name? Esper is a powerhouse character. So, I mean, at least we got a little bit more value out of that. And then Kuma ready to go. Don't use the burst. Don't use your burst. Okay, beautiful. No forced out, which kind of sucks. Ethan's ready. No! No, Ethan. I mean, we have a shield, so we block the HP cards, but Ethan's just going to... Okay, we lose. Kizaru, like... Yeah, we lose. Say goodbye. Like, Ethan's just going to, like, absolutely just devour us as well, and then you're just going to get the burst back. Having 4 bursts with Kizaru is unfair. Like, it's not fair. Yep, see you later. Goodbye. And then, like, the burst is already locked in. So at this point, like, we just lose. Use the burst, please. Use your burst. Okay. Mad. Oh, yeah, he did. Okay, cool. I was going to say, like, if he won that without using a burst, like, it's literally curtains. Kizaru is a menace. Like, he's so hard to counter. Like, so ridiculously hard to counter. It's, like, not even funny. So, the upside to Mars is we have 4 bursts as well. But, like, if you compare what Mars is doing with his burst and what Kizaru is doing with his, like, it's just not fair. Like, it's just not fair. All right, so this is just, like, an Admiral team. Whole bunch of Navy characters. Garp's on the bench, which is good. I much prefer seeing Garp on the bench than seeing him in the front lines. But, yeah, is what it is. The thing about Kizaru... on a team is that Kizaru can just go so quick, and Kizaru hits everyone for 5,000 damage. So he just charges his own bursts like so amazingly. Let's do this quickly because we are going to need all the damage we can get, and we want the cooldown reduction that old mate Mars can give. That'll help what's his name? That'll help Uso Lil to get some rollbacks going on. The idea here is we just want to stop them from doing absolutely anything. But the problem is they have death shots. So like Kizaru is going to charge his own burst with his death shot no matter what. And unfortunately, unless we get like S-Snake to hit Kizaru or hit Garp, which ideally we won't hit Garp, but at the same time it's not going to matter because we're going to go into that next fight and we're just going to have to deal with the Kizaru burst regardless. So hit Garp, very nice. Now we need to kill Garp. We need to kill Garp ASAP. But Kizaru, 8,000 damage there. Lulu, please hit Garp. If you could do anything for me right now, Lulu, just please hit Garp. Hit everyone but Garp. Fucking love that for me. That's so good. Yep, 5,000 damage to everyone. Now he has a burst, and essentially we just lose. Like, there's literally nothing we can do. Unless he uses the burst here, for some reason. No, okay, so essentially now, we just lose. Like, there's nothing we can do. And this is why I'm, like... screaming at people. Like, Quick Luffy's great. Damage is awesome. But, like, Kizaru doesn't need investments. Luffy does. So if you're looking at a really good leader this season, Kizaru is definitely going to be the one to use. And I really wanted to sort of bring Kizaru just to sort of highlight that. What the hell am I looking at? I just saw Usopp Lilith. I didn't even check these teams. And I was like, cool, that's a shooter team. But no, it's... I mean, there's still 5 shooters on the team, so we do get the S-Snake buffs. But at this point, like I said, there's literally nothing we can do. Like, Kizaru's going to hit us really hard. Get a whole bunch of nerfs off. Yep. Cool. Mad. So I'm still going to do this because why not? We get a kill, which is great, and that's pretty much the big reason I used it, to try and hit some powerhouse on some strikers. Negative 18 defense, though, is kind of crazy. Can we just, like, not get paralyzed and get some normal attacks off? Uso Lilith is not ready to go. Alright, we might actually clutch this because this guy's teams are just so wonky. If you're running, like, strength, shooters, and then the side team, like, Kizaru is just a guaranteed win. Like, it's just not even... It's not even fair. Unfortunately, Boa just missed her special. Luffy also just misses his special, which means that once Raizo Shinobu goes, which probably will be no haste. Do we have a Luffy? Okay. Of course you gave the haste to Raizo Shinobu. Of course you did. Why would you not? So this is just a free 10,000 damage. Essentially. Okay. We might actually just win this because, like I said, this guy's teams are very strange. Have the bench come in. Have the bench come in. No! That was such a waste of a Luffy special. Such a waste. Like, Kizaru, honestly, at this point, it looks crazy, but Kizaru could still clutch this. I don't actually think he can now, but if that burst gets charged for whatever reason, yeah, it could be very, very scary. So, like I said, like if this was like a shooter team, then we could have been in for a rough time. But I just want to... the reason I took in Kizaru here is because I did a Kizaru like play test video yesterday, and I really want to highlight how damn broken Kizaru actually is. Just for a quick example, if you run something like this with Kizaru, there's a really good chance that you just can't lose. Like, Revo's teams here, like, brother, like... You have the Death Shot Shroom Garp and Kizaru in the front there. Like, that Dex team, whilst Dex I don't love, is still so bulky and obviously gets a lot of buffs this season. And then that bottom team is just disgusting. So, like, yeah, it's not fair. Alright, but we're going to wrap it up with a Verse Kaido fight. Now, look, Verse Kaido, he's a good leader. He has a great burst. He's a very, very good character. And I will try and get, like, a top 10 Grand Party leader tier list out for you guys. I think putting, like, every character onto a tier list is, like, it's not exactly ideal. But let me know what you guys want to see there. I think the top 10 is pretty like how do I want this? I think a top 10 tier list is pretty on the mark because we're in a boosted meta, and ideally you want to run characters that are getting boosted, and I think we can cover like a top 10 if we go under the assumption that everyone's boosted and just give them the minus 40% cooldown and the extra burst charge. We'll take the other rules out of it, and like obviously that's going to vary depending on the season, but I think, like I said, a top 10 Grand Party tier list will be really fun, and it'll give you guys an idea of who you really want to level up, and who you guys want to actually take when it comes to this particular game mode. So, Verse Kaido, he is fantastic. He has a very good burst. He has a very good leader skill. However, the thing about Verse Kaido is you have to put Verse Kaido on a team somewhere. And when you are running Verse Kaido on a team somewhere, that basically means that you have to run a Dex team. And like I said to you guys, I'm not a huge fan of something like a Dex team. I don't think Dex is all that bad. I just think that Dex right now, even with the release of the new Caesar, it's not exactly in a good spot where it's sort of challenging those top-end echelons teams. Now, this is very early in the whole Caesar, just came out yesterday, so I haven't really had enough time to sort of see him in action. I did the discount, I didn't pull him, I'm not going to be throwing multis. I already did, okay. I already did way too many multis on the 11.5 part 2, like, I just don't, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go into the Caesar, lad. Like, we've got New Year's coming around the corner. I'll happily take a pass on this one, but as you guys can see, like, that burst ability of Kaido with the force out and all that fun stuff, it's very problematic. Like, it can throw out some very, like, and look, like right now, can we lose Kobe as well? And then we can take some more damage. So it can definitely put in work. But the thing is, like, you need the enemy, like, you need to have the enemy at the right charge time when you're versing him in terms of AI situations. There's not really a world where I ever lose to Kaido, just because I know, like, when the burst charge is going to go. We move into the second fight if we win the first one and he has a burst ready to go. It's very rare that his burst actually procs at the right time to actually do exactly what Verse Kaido is trying to do. So I just find him a bit of an easy win, even with the buffs under his belt. But like I said, overall, he's still a very, very good character, and the buffs he gives to a lot of characters are pretty substantial as well. So, fighter shooter, interesting. We've got a fighter shooter strength team. I would have loved to have swapped these two teams around. Don't know why I didn't. I should have known. The thing about Kaido as well is like strength, dex, and quick is pretty much what he's always running. So I think because of that, this strength team, this shooter team has a lot of strength on it. It's probably a big reason why I didn't want to run that. But let's quickly do this. There's a lot of powerhouse characters on this fight as well, or on this enemy team. But now, oh, okay, didn't think about that. Okay, that was a misplay. That was a huge misplay. Yep, okay. Fortunately, when you do something like that to Kaido, he he throws that burst back pretty fast. This might be, honestly, a bait L. But that's okay, because the force out's going to come back. This is just going to give him back his charge. He's going to hit us again. Unfortunate. I say, but if he hits us again while we already have the force out, it's really not that big of a problem. We're in a pretty good position still, though, even tanking 2 bursts. And this, if we win this fight, like, it'll be a prime example of what I'm trying to say about First Kaido, where, like, he's a great character, but even when you throw 2 bursts at the enemy and then you're in a position where you're not killing, it can be a little bit scary. Ideally, you want your burst to be like a win condition or help your win conditions, something like that. So, something to note when you are choosing your leaders. Okay, hitting Marcus there is perfect because now literally this death shot is just null and void, and that would have been a huge game changer for him. Kaino's not ready, but Ryza Shinobu is. Esper's not going to be ready. Kizaru should get some cooldowns here. Fortunately, Kizaru's not going to be ready. Suro is, though. I did use a key on Suro, so this damage should be quite nice. Yep, beautiful. Luffy's going to kill 3 characters here. Yep, fair enough. And Kizaru should wrap it up. So that is good old Marcus Mars for you. Very, very good leader. But when I'm talking like top echelon leaders in the game, like for my eyes, he's a top 5 leader. But I just don't know if he cracks like that sort of top 3 echelons, or if he's even anywhere close to that sort of top 3 echelons. So, in my eyes, I would just rather run Kizaru. Like, it just makes a little bit more sense to me. So, there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video anyway. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. As I mentioned at the start of the video, make sure that you guys are changing your leaders at the end of every day. Even though it is only day 2, you just want to give, like, every player the best opportunity to get as many wins as possible. Because there's nothing worse than losing on, like, day 3 and then, like, not having the amount of gems that you should be getting for, the game mode. So let's do, who should we do here? Let's do good old Kizaru. He got the win for us. So let's, oh, I didn't hit change leader. Edit leader. Kizaru. Dunzos. So yeah, like I said, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly though, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Lights!